Hello everyone, this is another React anti-pattern video on kind of this like huge component thing that occurs when a component gets too large. Maybe it's doing too much, state management, fetching, event handling, UI rendering. It's probably in it. This component is like a one-man band in a small room. It's loud, chaotic, and you're likely to trip over something. The solution, as before, is to break this monstrosity down into smaller, reusable components. The process would be the same as the previous example, but on a larger scale. Your app will thank you, and your users and fellow developers will as well. So let me go ahead and walk y'all through what we have here. We have user state. We have social media states here. Handlers right here. We have the mocking of these tweets and followers right here. And the use effect that invokes them. And then down here, we have this large, basically jumbled blob of JSX. And in order to avoid this huge component, we need to go ahead and break this up. And I figured we would start first off by pulling out the user information. And the first thing we want to take are the state values. Go ahead and add them up here. And then we're going to go ahead and take the JSX. Go ahead and add it here. And now we invoke it. And we decoupled all the user profile info, essentially. Next, let's go ahead and decouple all this fetching logic. And we're going to do this with a custom hook. And we'll go ahead and remove that. And then we add the fetch data inside the use effect. We go ahead and remove the state variables. And we'll go ahead and add those two. And then we will go ahead and decouple the tweets component. Going in here, we'll go ahead and take those, add those to the return statement, and now we need to invoke it. The fetch function is an error, so we need to pass it as an argument, like that, and we're good. But nothing's loading. Why is it not loading? We need to mock up some fake tweets, and well, first let's go ahead and do the followed users component. It's kind of the same trend. We'll go down here, take that JSX, put it right here, and now we need to mock these fetch values after invocation. And that's the followed users component, and we have a Jane Doe and John Smith. And now the tweets, and we have our first tweet. And now we've successfully decoupled this into 3 different components. These components are a lot more composable. They can be tested a little bit easier in isolation, and we'll go ahead and show you the aftermath of where essentially we go from this. Let me see. which is a lot shorter return statement. We had this before. Now we have this. Obviously, this is a lot more readable. We split this up. These components would be decoupled in their own file. I mean, they wouldn't be living in this. And now your huge component's a lot more scalable. You can add additions to it with confidence. You're not like accumulating too many arguments. But yeah, anyways, in addition to this, you can use tools to kind of decouple components. Something I ran across called Glean. I may do a separate video, but you can. It's in VS Code, and you can download that extension. Highlight the section of code that you want to decouple, and right-click, and it will give you the option to do that. It creates the file for you and everything. It's supposedly a big time saver. I just discovered it, but yeah, hopefully I will release a video using that. Thanks for watching.